I would not buy it myself because, as Andre Cronje says, don't buy, earn. Hey you guys, it's me again, the Metaverse Explorer. I have a big episode of Grape Solana Alpha for you. We have 3 tutorials in this video. We're going to be looking at the TAP protocol tutorial. There's a new Quarry protocol, which is a platform which is like the code base that a lot of protocols have actually been using, but haven't been giving credit to them recently, and they just came out with a new UI, so you can see. We're going to be looking at the poll tutorial, and then so that's 3 tutorials. We're going to be looking at other topics such as the Francium, Raydium incentives for providing lending of your Ray tokens. The Sonar token is live, and actually the website looks pretty cool. They've got really good UI. We're going to be looking at the Step Finance, also coming out with kind of a new way to give rewards out to people, which is called the call options. Soda Protocol LP rewards. We're going to look at the Cryowar gameplay preview. Jupiter is looking really good at the moment. It's got a great UI. You know, they're making strides in the space. Sol Invictus, which is the new thing on Solana that everyone seems to be interested in. It's a new kind of DeFi 2.0 with this bonding and all this stuff that you know, it's slightly over my head, but come to the Grape Solana Discord and find out what people are actually saying about it. And then at the end, we'll look at the Soul Cypher rebrand and any new NFTs coming up. We'll look at the Shadowy Supercoders NFT, see how that went. It's a big episode, guys. It's really hard to keep up with Solana now. Like, there's so many things happening. There's so many things happening in the DAO of the Grape protocol. You know, we're making strides. People are contributing here and there. It's just super hard to keep up. So let's have a look at the TVL first, and then we'll move on to our first topic. Hey there. If you're new here, I'm the Metaverse Explorer, and I provide you with the most up-to-date Solana-specific content and alpha to increase the size of your portfolio. All totally free. All you gotta do is click that little bell and that little icon. I get my sources from 3 different places. The Grape Solana Discord channel, join us, have a chat to me. The Solana Grapevine, a daily newsletter providing the best source of information regarding new protocols, rewards. It's a group of passionate people that carefully curate new announcements, new projects to discover, and actionable intel for you to experience yourself. You can get the link to this down below. And of course, the Solana Foundation and the ecosystem. Let's get to this episode. Alright, so looking at the volume and kind of TVL in Solana at the moment, we're at just creeping next to all-time high of 14.33, all-time high being 15.25, which is pretty cool. We have Raydium leading, dominating at the moment because they're starting to ramp up some of their IDO offerings. You know, DeFi Land just finished. Now there's another one coming up very soon. Serum still going strong. Marinade and Quarry. Quarry is what we're going to have a look at the moment. Orca, Saber, everything's still up there. But you'll notice Atrix is slowly coming down, even though they have increased their rewards. People can easily come onto Atrix and give their tokens. Almond Finance still closely following Atrix. Still don't really care about Almond, to be honest. And then we have nothing new coming onto the scene at the moment. We see Casio and Arrow starting to come up in volume. So Casio is like another stable coin coming onto Solana. Nothing else has caught our eye so far, and that's about it. You know, it's going well. Alright, so the first tutorial is Tap Finance. Tap Finance, they say, is an automated option strategy vault built on Solana. They have a devnet at the moment. They have less than 1,000 followers, but they have a few people actually following them. One of them is Anatoly Yakovenko, you know, the godfather of Solana at the moment. So let's have a look at their platform and see what it looks like. It's a fairly easy interface. You know, you can log in on the top right-hand side corner. And so what does it actually do? Tap produces yield on USDC through a BTC put option selling strategy. The options are collateralized in USDC and yields are auto-compounded. Each week, the vault mints options at a far out of the money strike price and sell them to the market maker. So this is all very confusing for someone who is not aware of puts and calls. So if you're not sure, probably don't play around with this too much, but since this is the devnet, we can play around with it. So you go to the faucet section and airdrop yourself some tokens. So I request 1,000 USDC, 0.1 BTC, and 2 Sol, so that we can at least play around with these new protocols. All right, so current vault deposit, I have there is 1.17 million. Let's create a deposit receipt, and you can see I have 1K in my wallet at the moment. Now let's go ahead and deposit $500 and into this deposit and see if it actually works. Awesome. Awesome. We've transacted this. Now, let's go ahead and come back in 49 days and see how this strategy has actually worked for us. It's very easy interface, but if you want to find out more about them, they do have a documentation section, and they kind of explain what you're actually doing, the opportunities, the products, and I don't think they I don't think there will be a token later on. I'm not sure. Nah, they haven't said anything about a token. So that's okay. You can still use the strategy and find out if you like it. When they go to mainnet, they might, have some value accrual to token holders. All right, next tutorial. So Quarry is kind of underlying protocol that Saber uses and other people in Solana use at the moment. So it's an open protocol for launching liquidity mining programs. And all this does is that since other protocols have been using Quarry, we didn't really know about it behind the scenes, but you can actually go there now and look at all your rewards in Saber. So for example, let's go to see our rewarders. So we can see that Saber uses it, Marinade uses it, Cash Cow uses it, there's a Lunar Wormhole, there's all of these other tokens that use it at the moment. So in Saber, you can tell that there's 67 farms using the Quarry protocol, and in Marinade, there's 2 farms that use it. Let's look at them. So in Marinade, this is the Marinade Stake Sol and the Marinade LP tokens. They're using the Quarry protocol as the underlying infrastructure. So let's go ahead and see some of my ones, and they've got a sound which is really annoying as well. So I am staking my some Sol in the Marinade pool, and I'm getting 0.12. I have something in Saber which is earning 4.2, and I also have an unclaimed cow. What the hell is cow? Now, Cash Cow is kind of like a new stable, kind of meme stable thing that they're doing, and these are the quarries that you can actually earn cow at, and they have some good APYs. But at the moment, I would really not suggest buying cow. Just earn it instead, because the quantity of cow, the tokenomics are super fucking huge. There's too many of them, to be honest. It's like a really low unit, so I don't know what they're actually worth. No one really knows what cow's worth. So you can deposit Saber AEC USDC and Cash LP to get 105%, which is good. You can get deposit Cash, which is from the Cashio app, which we covered in a previous episode. The Cash, which is a stable coin, and USDC as a stable coin, and earn 76%. Now, what's my position? I forget. What's my inventory? Discover rewards. I'm in one of these. Let's claim rewards and show you how it actually works. There's a few transactions, 7 transactions for you to claim. So once you do all this, it claims all of them in one go. So you don't have to go to all these different protocols. And now it does actually say many protocols issue an IOU token, which can be redeemed from an underlying asset. Below is a list of all the tokens in your wallet, which can be redeemed for some underlying asset. So I've got this token, which turns into Marinade, and this token, which turns into Marinade. Now I forget to approve this transaction, so let's approve that. The sound is really annoying. Okay, and I've probably redeemed all of them. Awesome, easy. No idea what cow is worth. Let's actually find out. We'll just use the Raydium interface. I'm going to type in 1 cow, and we'll see what that is actually worth in USDC. See what the rate is, what the pool is. USDC. 1 cow is... Oh, there's not even a valid pair for cow and USDC. Maybe cow and cash? There's not even a valid pair for cow. Okay, wait a second. So it looks like you can't even find it anywhere. So there's no cow on Jupiter Exchange, which is Jupiter Aggregator, which is the best place to find any routing. There's no cow on Raydium, and there's no cow on Saber. So what the hell? What the hell? What are we getting cow for? Really? Someone tell me. Next tutorial on DevNet is Pole Finance, Pole Aggregator. So they're a leveraged yield aggregator for Solana. We already have different aggregators. All of these different words mean different things. Leverage means you're borrowing against your position already. Yield is providing this to someone else to earn something from it. And an aggregator means it looks at everything that takes that money and looks at the best one and then goes to the best one for you. So there's a few different components to all of this. So they have a DevNet. They have 207 people at the moment following them. Pretty small at the moment. Let's look at their website, which looks pretty cool when it loads up. I'm very happy with this. Pools, community, and then very nice. Let's go ahead and actually try their DevNet out, which is over here. I'm gonna make it go really high. Pole Aggregator, we're in DevNet. I've signed into my wallet, and you cannot actually use it. poll aggregator, leveraged yield farming aggregator. Nothing. But you can buy their token. They don't have this at the moment. Where is it? Deposit USDC into the pool. So, okay, so what happens? So deposit USDC and Poll will automatically help you repeatedly lend and borrow using port finance. So they're only integrating into port finance at the moment. There are other places you can do this, such as Solend or even Mango Markets or Larix, or there's a few of them in Solana. So it's good that they're an aggregator. They can look at all these different places and use them for you. You earn both port finance yield with leverage. Poll aggregator also helps you sell your port on Serum to compound your yield. Currently, the liquidity cap is 200,000, 2 million. So referral fee, undefined basis points. Please make sure you approve the transactions quickly, otherwise transactions may fail. You can't actually use this at the moment. Why not? But they do have a token. Let's go ahead and look at what it looks like. So right on Dex Labs, this is the Poll USDC Pay, and we can see it was trading for nothing a while ago, and then some people might have discovered it, some people bought it. There's probably zero liquidity, very tiny liquid markets here. Goes all the way up, people decide to take the profit. Now it's going a bit stable until someone else talks about it. So if you're watching this video, probably see what this chart looks like now and see if more people are buying it. What buy and sell orders? 0.006 cents. There's no, I don't see a utility for this token yet. They have a medium coming here and they explain a few things, but they don't talk about the utility of the actual token, and they explain the complex cases and give you an example. So it's pretty cool, but I would like to use the application and you can't, which sucks. Francium recently released a little Twitter that was saying their Ray lending incentive program is starting. 41,000 bonus Raydium is up for grabs. Now, Raydium is one of the better places to actually use your tokens in Solana at the moment. They're backed by Solana Serum and they're a hackathon winner. They do DeFi strategies for you. Let's have a look at this and actually see what it's talking about. So Raydium here, this is in the lending positions pool. You can lend your Raydium for 45% as a base fee, and then you also get another 43% on top of it, which is incredible. Like a 90% rewards on Raydium itself. I just increased this so you can see. Like an 80% increase on Raydium APY is incredible, especially for a utility token like this. Everyone uses this to get into the IDOs and get into the pools to earn other tokens from the lottery system. This is incredible. Now, who's actually paying these 45%? Let's look at the farmings and see who's actually using this. So Atlas Ray and Polis Ray are leveraging 3,000% at the moment. So people need to either borrow Atlas or borrow Ray to actually leverage yield farm this. And these have like $3 million in it. Gene Ray, 37,000%, which is incredible. That's got $1 million in it. And we can actually also see the new strategies that they have, which is a pseudo delta neutral position. What that does is just basically sells and buys at the same price, and then I think you collect a funding rate, and it actually compounds it or something. So given 400 USDC you deposit, 100 USDC in 3x ETH long USDC pool, and $300 in 3x borrow short exposure. So you're combining by taking both a long and short position in an asset at the same time to moderate your total portfolio risk exposure during the asset price fluctuation. So what does it mean? You deposit USDC, you're selling and buying at the same time. It's not like, to me, myself as a retail guy, it's not clear where these profits are coming from, either from the funding rate or from something else entirely. I've yet to do a lot of research on this, but like I have dabbled in this and it's kind of like a neutral position. So of course these are beta strategies. Don't put ape in. I think Wells Friend has put like 10K, 20K in them. I saw in a stream, but they're pretty interesting. You can still collect a 55% and 61% market neutral rate, which is pretty good, you know, pretty bloody good. Now, the Sonar token has gone live. People were able to get this from the Selenium IDO. And what's the actual utility of Sonar at the moment? So you get access to Pro if you hold 50 Sonar. And what do you actually get? So you get multiple wallet features, up to 50 wallets to track your position. You get TVL supply and APR charts, downloadable holdings report, and swap fees. Now, you can actually get all of these at separate places. The Ape board is a great place to visualize all of your tokens, all of your different accounts in one view. TVL supply, APR charts, we can see that lots of other places as well. Downloadable holdings report is probably a valuable way to valuable thing to give to pro holders, and wallet swap fees reduction, which we don't actually have yet. They do have a DEX over here for Sonar, so it's worth doing a small DEX trade to have a look and see if you like it. They also have the statistics page, which is pretty good, and it tells you what's actually trending at the moment in Solana and what's losing a lot in Solana. So you can see that Sand wormhole sand is going really well, and wormhole mana is going really well. But this is not because of Solana. This is because of the metaverse play that everyone is going for. So everything that's sand related or anything that's mana related is going up in price. Now, what's Bet? It's up 200% and it's 4 cents, 50 cents. What is Bet? I'm going to have a look. Just a quick sneak peek look at it. Twitter. Solbet, secure P2P transactions, online sports. Ooh, 6,000 followers, not bad. Followed by Solana Grape I. Do they have a website? Yes, they do. Any frequent Sol Ape? No, nothing special. Not bad website. Airdrop phase 2 begin. They have a white paper. Nothing else. You can't try anything. Let's have a look at the white paper just quickly. 13 pages. So they're going to go on Dex Lab, Step Finance, Oncar, and Raydium. Not bad. They have a staking and revenue sharing model. Token distribution. Awesome. Liquidity 10, airdrop 25, awesome. Let's see if they're still doing airdrops. Marketing 25, oh, that's a giant position to marketing. Team and advisors, operations 25. This seems very basic, rudimentary. They do have a token burn. They have a token buyback and burns, token circulation, pre-airdrop, post-airdrop. Oh man, so many airdrops. Let's get in on one of these, shall we? Okay, let's do some research on them later. So Step Finance is the alternative to Sonar at the moment. So they're doing something new with their rewards structure. Instead of actually just giving out your tokens to people who come and use, they want to do something called a call options as swap rewards on Step. So I'm going to just quickly read through their Twitter thing and try and see if you can understand it. We're starting to bring to market a new concept called the reward options. What are they? Benefits. One second. Here it is, number 4. What if instead of issuing coins, you issue an option on a coin? That is to say, if a coin reaches X price in Y time frame, you can buy it for a fixed price. So let's say if your token reaches $100, you now have this option to buy it at $50. These options should also be given only to people who have been productive for the protocol or to better align incentives. What that means is that if you've been supporting them, if you're on Discord, if you're on their Twitter, if you're doing products for them, then hey, they might whitelist you. And the great way to get whitelisted is probably through Grape as well. This is much better aligned incentives for anyone. It's a closed loop system. In a bear market, projects relying on inflation perform poorly, as not only do they dilute the supply by giving out their token, but they also often have their token fall in value, which reduces APYs and creates a negative feedback loop. So when you're in a bear market, everything's losing value. Everyone sells because they want to go to stable assets. They sell, your token continues to lose value. People don't mine it because their APY is really low, and it becomes unattractive. APY is low. No one wants to mine it. No one wants to keep it. So yeah, this is a good option. I want to wait till see how this actually works. I think other people did discuss this before in the Solana ecosystem, but let's wait and see how this actually works. We haven't seen an actual product yet. Liquidity rewards coming to Sonar Protocol. If you didn't know, Sonar Protocol is a lending and borrowing credit-based system on Solana. We can look at their app later, but let's look at the rewards at the moment. The time is going to be 25th to December 24th, and it will take a snapshot later on. There's different rankings. First King, 2nd to 20th is Rook, 21st to 50th is Bishop, so on and so forth. And these look like special NFTs that we might be getting, hopefully. What are the rewards pools? So you'll get 30 million USDC is 6% unlocked, and this is the total supply. So 1 million is 1% unlocked, 30 million is 6% unlocked. This is the coefficients of what you're going to, like the rewards you'll be getting based on what you're supplying. So if you supply USDC, you're going to be getting twice as much as when you supply BTC or ETH. You're going to be just getting 1 times as much. And this is pretty cool. And they have a medal as well that they're going to be getting out, which look cool. I really like it. Let's look at their protocol. So this is their protocol. These are the markets. There's currently 5.7 million supplied and 1.7 million borrowed. Let's have a look at one of them. So you can see that they've already applied these application multipliers here. So Raydium is actually supplying at 21%, and you can borrow it at 31%. Now, here's a small alpha for you. You can borrow Ray at 31%, and then you can go to Francium and lend it for 80%. How's that? How's that? BTC is a small borrow rate. So USDC is easy. Supply is 4.1, 7.8 borrow. So yeah, let's look at the dashboard. I have a small position going in here just to practice, and look at the events as well. This is the liquidity mining events, and you can see I don't even have a rank now, so I'm nowhere to be seen. They do have a bug bounty and laser eyes kind of club for you as well. And they have some little proposals here. So soda protocols and lending and borrowing protocols seem to be getting some traction. They don't have a token yet, so watch out. Come here, lend and borrow your tokens and see how it goes. You might get a small airdrop. I'm going to link the Medium article down here for you to read. Okay. Now, Cryowar, which is one of the bigger games on Solana and also outside of Solana, they'll be doing something on BSC, I think. They just released some gameplay. It looks okay. It's on the mobile. Let's have a look. It looks okay. It looks very basic, to be honest. This looks like a PvP kind of area where you have yourself here and you have other people battling against you. There seems to be like a PvE element, which is a monster, and you have different attacks, different skills. You have a health bar on the top left, kind of energy on the top right, I think. And of course, you have your little buttons on the right-hand side for your attacks. This looks pretty simple. It looks like it's a game that doesn't need a token because it just looks like a normal mobile game. I don't know what the economic system is, but yeah, it's interesting either way. So we get to see some gameplay from Cryowar, which is one of the biggest tokens in Solana. It's pretty cool. I'm happy with it. Not a big fan of it, but yeah, it's okay. Now, I wanted to give you a quick heads up that Jupiter is making great strides in Solana at the moment. You have no idea. They're doing AMAs back and forth. They don't have a token yet. So, you know, probably good to use the Jupiter exchange once or twice. So they are an aggregator. They are a kind of a routing aggregator. If you have $10,000 of one thing and you want another thing, they're going to pick the correct, the best location for you. So let's say I have USDT and I want to get some Sonar. I have 10,000 USDT. Let's see what it's actually going to give me. Oh, it says I have insufficient USDT. No, yeah, that's good. So it actually found 14 different routes for it to go through, which is incredible. And it's suggesting the best route for me is going through Mercurial and Raydium. It's going to swap my USDT to USDC and swap it to Sonar using Mercurial, which is pretty good. And the other section is Get Alpha, and this is where this is pretty cool. It's the most searched Solana coins on CoinGecko, and it tells you, you know, Star Atlas, of course, is the first big game in Solana. We have Aurora, Atlas, Polis DAO, which is the Star Atlas DAO token, Invictus Capital, which we're going to look at right now. Now, Sol Invictus is one of these new kind of DeFi 2.0 Olympus DAO forks. We still don't know who their team is, but people seem to like Sol Invictus because, hey, the money's there. The APY is 50,000%. Let's look at how it actually works a little bit. So when you stake, you can get Sol Invictus on the market right now if you want, and it's called the IN token. What you can do, you can actually bond some tokens, which is a way for the Invictus protocol to actually own its own LP tokens. You can, where is it? So the IN token is 1.1k at the moment. The market cap is 250 million. The TVL, total value locked, is 194. Treasury is 67 million, and in staked is 84%, which is pretty good of the actual total cap. So you can, when you bond something, you're actually buying the IN token at a reduced price to what the market rate is. So the IN price is 1.1k at the moment. If you buy using MSOL, you can get the price at 996, but it has a bonding period which will bond for about 5 days. And of course, once you do that, you come in and stake it in here, and then you get a 50% APY. This is way more complicated. There are lots of DAO forks coming up. It's a whole new kind of DeFi 2.0 kind of new protocol experimentation. We don't know if it'll work, so of course this is high risk, high reward kind of thing. Let's just see how it goes. It's really interesting. Now, SolCypher did actually just have a rebrand. SolCypher is kind of a puzzle platform on Solana, and now they're called Mysteria. Let's have a look at their website. You can actually solve puzzles to earn Solana, and their last game was 10 Sol, which is pretty good. Our first place game price was 10 Sol. I don't know if they have a new game coming up soon. Let's actually find out. The Old Castle was the first one that I remember, and this was pretty cool. Game ends November 8th, which is already ended. And no, this is not updated. This is not a live feed. Yeah. This is some of the NFTs that they're providing, which looks pretty fucking cool. And if you notice, these NFTs are also in the actual photo itself. So there's the guy, there's the phone, there's the lady, guy, phone, and they have a demo video here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We had them as an AMA on Grape. Yeah. Apricot rewards are coming, ladies and gentlemen. Apricot rewards are coming. Let's look at some of the reward structure. So they have different retroactive airdrops coming, as well as if you're providing Marinade, if you're providing MSOL. So as you can see, I'm a very small bloody whale. I only get 16. And what can you actually do? When you lend your tokens, you get a set amount of, you get a percentage, because the APT token is already live at the moment. They finished their IDO, and you can buy and trade the APT token. But hey, what's the general use of the APT token at the moment? It's not very clear. There is small utility on these tokens until the governance structures have come out, until the value accrual structures have come out. I would not buy it myself because, as Andre Cronje says, don't buy, earn. Don't buy, earn. It's a very powerful saying, okay? So you can supply your Solana for 2.51% and you get 5.78% accrued in APT tokens at the moment. What's the highest rate? Raydium 43 and 3.8. Biggest for APT seems to be USDT and USDC, which is 5%. Yeah, that's the APT token. They have the X farm, which is pretty good, leveraged farming. And that's about it. They have their assist tool, which is different. But once again, this is just another lending and borrowing platform. Nothing that special yet. And that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Join us on the Grape Discord at grape.gg/greatape. We do lots of AMAs, we do lots of interviews, and we're actually trying to sort out our new structure for our DAOs, which is pretty interesting. The community creators are going to be voting very soon, and we're going to be making some strides. So come and join us. Come and watch what we're doing. Come and be part of the whole Solana ecosystem. Thanks for watching again. See you very soon.